In 1963, Henry Ford was ready to sign the biggest deal in automotive history. He wanted to buy Ferrari. He spent millions on legal audits and inspections. Everything was ready. But at the very last second, Enzo Ferrari saw a single clause in the contract that made him explode with rage. He insulted Ford, called his company ugly, and walked out. That single moment of pride started a war that would cost hundreds of millions of dollars and lead to the birth of a legend, the Ford GT40. This isn't just about racing, it's about a billionaire's revenge. You see, Enzo Ferrari lived for one thing, racing. Ford lived for another, mass production. When Henry Ford tried to buy Ferrari, he wanted their prestige. But Enzo realized that under Ford, he wouldn't have total control over his racing team. He looked at Henry Ford and basically said, "You're not a racer, you're just a businessman." Henry Ford was humiliated. He flew back to Detroit with one obsession: build me a car that will crush Ferrari at Le Mans. He didn't care about the cost. He wanted to destroy Enzo's ego on the world's toughest track. But building a Ferrari killer wasn't easy. The first Ford GT40s were disasters. They were unstable, they broke down, and they were terrifying to drive at 200 miles per hour. Ford was losing face. That's when they called in a Texas chicken farmer turned racing legend, Carroll Shelby. Shelby looked at the Ford engineers and told them the hard truth: you're building a car by committee. I build cars to win, along with the brilliant but difficult driver Ken Miles. They began to reinvent the GT40. They worked day and night, testing the limits of physics and human endurance. 1966, Le Mans, France. The stage was set. Ferrari had won 6 years in a row. They were the kings, but this time, the sky was filled with the roar of Ford's V8 engines. For 24 hours, it was a brutal battle of nerves and steel. In a historic finish, 3 Ford GT40s crossed the finish line together. Ferrari was defeated. The giant had been toppled. Henry Ford had his revenge, and the world had a new icon. The GT40 didn't just win, it swept the podium. Enzo Ferrari never forgot that day, and Henry Ford proved that with enough spite and money, you can move mountains. So which side are you on, the pure passion of Ferrari or the relentless power of Ford? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to CarTales HQ for more legendary stories.